Manos sits quietly by the lake shore as Ari Parvainen and a recently re-risen Bernardi accompany him, pondering his own existence and this strange new world he finds himself in. In a short time, Manos alone has transformed this island into an adequate fortress, but it is a structure that draws eyes. And today it's the eyes of House Oswin. Darcy and Sappy plot their path across the river, not knowing what to expect on the other side. We are ready for them. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld of Magic. We are more than prepared for these two. They are adequately armed, but we know what we're doing over here. Well, I'd like to think we know what we're doing. Now, we don't want Sappy to get away. No. So we're going to get Manos to move down here for now, and Manos is going to try and hit him with a Soul Blight in the rear. As for these four, we're just going to tell them to search and destroy. Do what you need to do. And Manos, let's maybe get you moving back if we can. There we go. Nikki, of course, you're ranged, aren't you? In a way, because of the whip. Yeah, so, you can strike from back there. Very nice. And Sappy, yeah, Sappy's on the run. Okay, how about the lot of you continue that? And Manos, let's just say animals attack. I don't think Bernardi's going to be able to get away. Oh, look at that. Darcy is alive. Good shot there, Manos. Not bad, my friend. Oh, that one's not good enough. Let's see. Maybe another Soul Blight. He is a little fast, but not fast enough. Okay, so as ever, we do gain stuff from this interaction. Let's actually start off by stripping Darcy of everything he owns, because, yeah, some of that stuff is actually going to be useful to us. It is pretty poor quality, all in all, but let's see what your stats are looking like. You're good with animals, which unfortunately, that will not carry over. You're passionate about shooting and melee. And your friend over here, let's see, very good at melee. Ooh. Well, we don't have to get rid of them right away, do we? I think what we might end up doing is getting Manos to just pop out here and maybe just, steal some life so that we can get some power. And he really did steal his life. Darcy is now deceased. So these two bodies, we're not going to raise them, as Manos is kind of at his limit. I brought Bernardi back at the very start of today. We'll deal with that in a second. A wild Legiana has wandered into the area. I'm sure that's not how you properly say it, but Manos isn't from around here, But yes, these two bodies we are going to keep to the side. As our mana gain, well, it's not positive, but it's not that negative. So we're going to get Manos to take what he can off of our lad here, because that's actually some kind of good clothing, some Empire basic armor. But let's have a look at this monster. Oh boy, what a monster it is. Okay. Now, this is something that we probably aren't going to be able to tame. It is an apex monster of the Coral Highlands, whose diet primarily consists of Raffinos. It emits a chilling wind from its body, which dulls its prey's ability to escape. So this is from the Monster Hunter mod, and it does also lay eggs. This one, I imagine it doesn't. This is a male. I think we aren't going to want to try and fight this thing. It has okay armor, and it does have range, so I think that's the thing that it emits. So let's just hope it stays over there, and we'll try and stay over here as Manos is yet again grown in power. So let's have a look at that. Oh, it wasn't here, it's here. So 2 points are available. We are going to need 3 to be able to get Soul Blight up to that next level, so we'll hold out for now. And I am happy to say that it looks like our temple is finally complete. It's going to be a while before we are able to have kneel pillows like throughout the rest of this place, just because we don't have a lot of materials. But I think we might be able to do, at the very least, a secret party. And we have a strong chance of getting an 87% quality out of this. Okay, so this is a ritual focusing all of the participants' energy into awakening latent psychic abilities in the target. Interesting. So, Manos is the focus. Can we make Manos the target? It is possible. It is indeed possible. Rick, could you help us out with that? You know what? We'll give it a try. Let's see how that goes. The secret party has begun. Rick is discussing this joining and growing in power. Good. We do have some very, very ominous sounds being emitted from here. It looks like this is going to take a fair while. Manos is lying down. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good. A satisfying secret party. Relations with the clan traders have changed from 0 to 10. Ritual done. The clan traders? Do they believe what we believe? Manos, are you okay? You've got psi focus now. What doesn't he have at this stage? Well, we can see that it was a satisfying secret party, and the goodwill might just be an effect of this. The total quality was 87%, and due to the quality, our development points have increased by 1. Okay, so what that means is that we are closer to being able to add new points or to be able to reform things. We've got 1 at this stage. But yeah, so that's the psychic channeling secret party that we have. We also have the Fear of the Cursed, which is a Sky Lantern festival. I love this. There's a lot of psychic channeling going on here. Lots of different rituals that we can do and we can't. I think we need to do some role changes here. Yeah, so Manos, let's have a look. We don't want a diviner. We want the Ashwalker. Yes. All right, well, time to wake up, my friend. So he will gain the following abilities: leader speech, work drive, combat command, trial, and these conversions and the ability to convert and reassure. Okay, let's confirm. And the skeletons are making their way back now. You know what's great about this is these guys, they don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep, they can just worship Manos. He's describing his good qualities, and I'm sure that Manos has many, many good qualities. And here we go. It's nearly done. All right, a successful role change. He is now the Ashwalker of Ashfell. We've got a theme going. So, that's good. That's great and all, but we are also going to need another role, which is the diviner, the moral guide. And unfortunately, for everyone here, they don't have much in the way of social because they can't really talk properly. Honestly, I think for now, because Rick is the oldest, we are going to make our moral guide Rick. I am hoping that we can get a living undead at some point that might be able to do some of those things for us, but we'll take all of that one day at a time. Yeah. Let's get Rick sorted. I mean, Rick is speaking about thankfulness and how her mining skill relates to the role, because yes, being a moral guide is all about chipping away at the untouched marble that is every one of us, right? And there we go. We now have a diviner, our moral guide. So that should enable us to do other things. Oh, okay, to do some of these, we need to have a Void Seeker, which we don't have yet, and I believe we will be able to get a Void Seeker once we have more colonists. Oh, that's interesting. The roll doesn't have seemed to have stuck. Might be a problem with Rick being undead and not being a proper colonist. Yeah. Okay. We will need someone else. So, Manos, let's hope we get lucky. And while you ponder at this tree, we are going to roll once again on research and see if we get a party tree. Okay. carrier birds. That I'm a little bit more interested in. That does allow us to communicate with other factions. Sure. The thing is, there is so much research, and there's only a small chance that Manos will stumble upon the discovery that we need. Well, thankfully, this thing has kind of just been minding its own business for now. It will get hungry though, and once it gets hungry, that could be a big problem for us. Right now, there is nothing else on the map but this thing, so its next logical target would in fact be Manos. Oh, and a magical delivery? Interesting. A magical flare nearby has potentially left something of value. Perhaps a wizard has misjudged the location to send them to, or perhaps someone is trying to help you out. Dune Strider wool. That's enough to build our little seats. Well, thankfully, it seems that this anvil and forge is working out for us. It is fully fueled right now. We are fueling it with wood, and we are able to make weapons. And in terms of armor, I think we want to try and pick up the crude chainmail to start with. It really is not that great, but I'd like to get 4 of those made if we can. Maybe even 5 for Manos. And Nikki is getting to work. Nikki, how are you looking in terms of craft? You are 100% our crafter. Hell yeah. Okay, it looks like it's fine with eating bones. That's a very big problem for us, Blood Mime. Let's get you back. We're gonna need everyone for this. Okay, well, it's gonna start crossing the river any moment now. Manos, I need you ready for this, my friend. We are going to try and soul blight it. We're going to try and do everything we can. This is going to be potentially bad. Oh, revenge. Revenge, eh? We'll see about that. We did damage it. A little bit. We're going to need to do a lot more than just that. I think ideally we will have it out of the water when we attack. And you know what? Looks like Manos... Oh, that'll be the paralyzing spit thing it can do. Okay, let's just back up, try and get it out the water. This makes me very, very nervous. We'll try and soul blight it again and see if that takes effect. It does. Okay, 90%. Oh, we're kind of getting somewhere. You know what? We're just going to say attack. Head in there. Head in there. Run, run, run. Nikki, I need you to get in there as well with that whip. If you can. You're going to have to get a lot closer than that, Nikki. Okay, come on, team. You can do this. I believe in you. Strike with might, strike with fury. You know what? They are actually doing an okay job. And Nikki is now whipping at this thing. Oh boy. Manos, back over here. Let's see. Let's give them a combat command, eh? Well, that didn't really work out how I expected it to. They barely took any damage. Amazing. Oh, and Rick, I like that you chucked on the armor. And Ari, yeah, you're just stealing the clothes of the dead. I mean, they're skeletons. What do they care? But now we have this thing here. What do we do with you? Do we try and keep you around? Would you be a better mount than our Thrumbo? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. It does have the paralyzing attack and whatnot. I mean, we could always just keep the body here, right? It's going to stay frozen. I mean, these guys are looking okay, I think. Yeah, frozen will not spoil. At the same time, that's probably a lot of leather. Oh, decisions. No, you know what? We should be able to mount this thing, right? Bernardi, you are a fantastic addition, but having a look at your melee DPS, your armor is actually okay. It's hard to know. Is a Thrumbo going to be more powerful than this big dragon thing? No, you know what? I feel like we are going to have other chances in the future. We are just going to finish it off for now. And we are going to try and make use of the resources it has. Do what you need to do. And just like that, a warrant? A warrant is out for Manos because of poaching? Okay. Yup, the Under Empire has set a warrant out for Manos because of poaching, because we killed this great mythical creature. Well, Dragon Ball, come and claim your warrant. Well, actually, you're not going to do it. It's going to be someone else, isn't it? Nevertheless, I think we're going to get a fair few resources out of that. Bernardi, we're not going to get rid of you. Well, but at least not yet. Oh, and Nikki, you're going to be busy taking this thing apart, huh? Let's see what we get here. Okay, so we did get the hide, which is currently frozen, and a ridiculous amount of meat. So we can probably stop eating chaos meat now, because I imagine well, maybe it is okay for Manos. Don't turn it into leather, or maybe we do want it to be leather. Yep, honestly, I think that's maybe what we want at this stage. There is probably somewhere down the line a research that we can get that will make us be able to use those hides for other purposes, or use them without kind of stripping them of their magical qualities. But right now, we do just need general leather. Okay, and a dare has wandered in. A pack of them. Let's have a look. It seems to be... Oh, yeah, it is alone. Okay, so it's like a bear deer thing. You know what? I feel like that's also a chance for us to kind of test our metal against it, so we're just going to send our folks in. Really want to see how they perform here. As, yeah, I mean, they're tough sons of bitches. Okay, you can stay back a little bit further, Nikki, because you do have your whip. Yep, there you go. Doing a good job. Rick has taken a little bit of damage here, but I think we're going to take this thing down before too long. Oh, I thought we were missing Ari, but Ari is actually in the mix there, just very, very close to this beast. There we go. All right, thank you, team. You can go back and rest and relax. Oh, Manos, that's terrible. Why would you be so mean? Ah, dear. Husky sitting. And who is this for? The Dwarves, the kingdom under the mountain. He's making a request. He wants us to take care of 2 huskies for 6 days. Also suffering from paralytic abrasions. We already have 1 boar here. So we could do it for a bed, or we could get someone to join us. However, she very much looks like a human, and I believe that indeed is the case. Yes, a human, a mad surgeon, and there are no other traits here that would lead me to go, okay, let's bring Layla on board. There are some other classes that could fit in quite well with Manos, like the Death Knight, etc., but this is meant to be a solo necromancer. Ideally, the character would be a skeleton of some kind, a living skeleton, that is. And look, I know we all have living skeletons inside us, but there is a difference. And yet again, I completely neglected to see that Manos had completed his research, so let's roll the dice and see what we've got. Writing or firearms? Well, that's ranged weaponry in general. I don't think writing will help us out too much at this point. Bulk food preservation sounds kind of nice, but then again, the cold, our food goes off very slowly. Let's go for ranged weaponry for now. Not that our shooting skills... actually, no, the shooting skill is atrocious across the board. I think it's still research that we can make use of, though. And Nikki is butchering again, and I think we got a hide out of that. Even if we didn't, we got a ton of meat. We actually got some antlers over there that kind of spread across the floor. I mean, a good trophy, and actually a pretty good melee weapon, 9.8. And it has okay armor penetration as well. Yeah, I think we're going to swap out this crude sword there. Blood Mime, you're not going to be able to use a shield with this, but I still think that's going to be a pretty good weapon. Rick, let's have a look at your sword there as well. 7.6, yeah, let's swap out for the other antler. And as Manos researches the night away, he's got some more magic. So let's see, it's still not here, it's over here. And we actually have that 3rd point. So, Soul Blight level 3. He is still a Law of Death initiate. I'm wondering if and when that will change to another level. Oh, and something else that we're going to want to have a look at with Manos is he is a sidecaster, so we can unlock some new skills. Right now, it looks like he might have access to Skip Master. That doesn't really suit him though. No, Necropath. That's a little bit more on brand. So let's see then. Shall we unlock? Yeah. And so that's unlocked the path for us at this stage. Word of Fear, Steel Vitality, Life Rot, Paralysis Pulse, Corpse Talk, Ghost Walk. It's going to be interesting to see how all of these things kind of fit together. By sacrificing a natural finger, the caster is able to imitate the effects of the Resurrector mech serum on any non-desiccated corpse, so he can actually bring people back to life fully with that, which is what he originally sought. Oh, so long ago. It looks like we've had 1 piece of crude chainmail done. Rick, would you happen to be wearing that? No, you've got the Iron Empire armor on. Oh, Manos has it on. Yeah, you do. Okay, let's have a look at this thing here. It's better than not wearing anything at all. It does slow him down ever so slightly, but we have our first set of homemade armor. And Manos, you're looking pretty good there in terms of mana. I think we might be able to bring one of these two back. It's looking very foggy outside. Let's see, so Sappy here, you're probably going to be better for us. Now, it's probably going to try and bring both of them back, so maybe for now we just consume the corpse of Darcy, as using our magic gives us more skill over time. There we go. All right, now let's raise that dead. Okay, and yet again, it's freaking out about the divine roll. That's fine. Sappy, you're alive. Let's have a look at those skills of yours. Okay, your melee's still good. Your construction? Well, it's alright. We're probably going to use you for mining. And we do need a new name for you, Sappy. So, congratulations, Ian McDowell. You are the latest addition to our dead. Coal ore. Okay, a different type of coal. Okay, we are most certainly going to be mining that as, yeah, that's what we need to be able to smelt. Oh, and there's actually some up here as well. That's very good to see. Okay, we might be in business when it comes to using this furnace here because we've got a lot of iron ore. We can do a lot of smelting. And it looks like we're in a spot of trouble. The Bakari nation have arrived. They are attacking from multiple angles immediately. So we have 3 down here, special martial folks among them, and then over here to the east, another 2. Well, we are going to get our folks at the ready. Time to move. It is going to take Manos a little bit longer to join the other 2 because he's trying to mount up on Bernardi. You know what, Manos, for now, actually head back. What we're going to do is release Bernardi. Looks like Grey is trying to go up to the north after Manos. That's okay, that works out for us. Stingray. Oh, Grey, you're attacking, huh? Alright, let's say release. So, Bernardi will charge down Grey and start to attack. And over here, we'll just kind of hold. We'll let Stingray come up towards us. I don't imagine Stingray is going to do much. You are kind of by yourself, and Manos has already taken a few good shots at you. You know what? Here we go. Search and destroy. A good strike there by Ian. Stingray is down, and they're trying to flee. Oh, but that isn't going to happen. Bernardi, good job over there. They are now heading after the others. Goza and Abrulo over there. We had at least another one, though, right? I swear there were 3 down here. I could have been wrong. We also have a snow here. Ah, we did have another one. Stinkbug. Okay, well, it looks like Nikki and Manos are going to go for Stinkbug down here. And these 4 are going after Goza and Abrulo. Let's see how they fare. Rick, getting ready to charge. Goza is taking off. I imagine if Abrulo goes down, they might turn and run, realizing that they've made a mistake. Well, not yet. Keep on going. And it's interesting because Ian kind of just looks like a regular guy at the moment. The cold is keeping him frozen enough that he's not decaying. Goza's down, all right. Oh, and Stinkbug. You're out. Time to kiss your ass goodbye. So let's... Oh, Manos, I'm sorry you're upset there. But let's have a look. Stinger is bleeding out. Physically adept, so he could theoretically become something more. I don't think that sticks around, though, when they're dead. I mean, surely not. We're going to mark everyone to be finished off, though. Let's finish off Stingray. There we go. Thank you, Manos. And we'll be finishing off Stinkbug as well. We can't capture any of them because Manos has no social skill. He can't do wardening, so that wouldn't work for us. Yeah, the only option is to bring them back. We're going to get those corpses brought back and we'll see what we can use from them. Gozer is currently missing his head. Oh, and we've got dare leather, which means, the leather does actually hang around and the leather has some pretty good quality to it. So theoretically, if we were to try and make some mage robes and stuff like that for Manos out of that leather, it would work rather well. We are rewarded for our atrocities. And a loot trader is here from the Blue Weasel clan. We, of course, cannot trade with them, so they can just stay a while and listen. It is time, once again, to roll for research. Okay, early medieval medicine. That seems a little bit better. Getting castle walls would be nice as well. It's quite a hefty bit of research for us, though. We don't need medicine. Who am I kidding? Oh, and a shuttle has arrived for the boar. Yes, it has. Okay, let's get that boar loaded. Where did it go? It's been asleep this entire time, and now I can't find it. You're up and about. You're okay. Ari, can I get you to carry Grunge to the shuttle? Cheers. All right, that'll do it. Time to send you off. And some regular pods have arrived, and that has a huge scale hide in there. We'll get that brought inside. Ooh, a quest is available. The Light Link of the Ash Hand. Oh, this is okay. This is one of the relics. It's venerated by all Manites, who are worshippers of Manos, of course. I see. Well, we're going to accept that quest. And so now we just need to wait for opportunities to receive Light Link. I mean, it would have made a lot more sense if it was the Staff of Worms, but, you know, not everything has followed Manos into this plane of existence. Well, thank you. Weapons, eh? Quite the weapon. A uranium axe and a nice shield. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Looking at the axe, though, that's massive. Are there any? Oh, it's restricted to Bulgors. Well, fine then. I'm loving the kind of industry that we're seeing in here now. Look at these skeletons work, and they just keep on working. And for our next research project, it's going to be rustic storage. As nice as this research bench is, it doesn't actually get many of the bonuses that we could get with having a proper research bench. And we also need one of these rooms here to be Manos's proper magical study. So I think we're going to go ahead and set that up in this position here. And we can even make our bookshelves out of bone. It is going to take us a little while to be able to build those though, because we do need like some form of cloth. And yet another quest has found itself our way. House Soren. Okay. There's a camp nearby that is controlled by ravaging demons. There's just 2 of them at this stage. He's asking us to destroy the camp. We could go for the leather and the gold, or a nice harp and a bronze longsword. You know what? I think we're going to accept this. Manos is by no means a hero, but he doesn't need to lift a finger. We could always send this crew. Or maybe not. We will need to see, because they do kind of still count as slaves in this, so they might rebel. Well, that's the bandit camp, all the way up there. Yeah, I don't know whether or not they would listen. Let's just say if we were to send 3, would we be okay with that? We could even send Bernardi, which actually slows them down massively, so let's not do that. No, fine, we need to have at least 1 non-slave colonist who can walk. And Manos can't leave them here. Well, for now, we'll just have to let that quest pass. It isn't exactly too on-brand for Manos anyway. And as Manos studies away at his new table here, we have a mana storm. Chaotic forces are causing a dangerous tide of mana. During a mana storm, attempts to use mana to realize magical intent external to the caster will harm the caster proportionately to the mana cost of the spell. Oh boy, the damage is applied before the spell incantation begins. So let's just, let's not do any of that. But also, while the mana storm is active, energy costs are halved and the mana reduction limit is removed. No casting, Manos. No casting. Oh boy, his mana is a little low. He is, struggling a wee bit with keeping up. The amount of dead that we have going right now, we'll pay close attention to that. And of course this happens now. Oh boy. Well, Manos, you know what you gotta do. We need to hang back as much as possible until Dismiss Undead becomes available to us again, and then we just kinda pop them, like so. Manos, back off. They don't seem to want to attack Manos, rather they just want to do some damage. That's fine. Bernardi, you just hang in there for now. Manos, no attacking. Yeah, we're just waiting. And we're gonna take them one by one like that. Ian, you're the last here. There we go. The rebellion is dealt with. Well, Manos, let's hope that no one comes this way while the Manos storm is raging, because he is by himself, all alone again. He's not used to this. The dead fighting back against him. And honestly, I'm not still 100% sure if that's something that should be happening. But that, Legionnaires, is all for next time. For now, Manos will just study by his lonesome and rest in his silent chamber. But all of that aside, the colony has come a long way today, and I hope that by the time we start the next episode, we will have this inner sanctum complete. So please do join me then. And while you're here, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to the Legion on Patreon who continue to make this content possible.